Whether you want, whatever you want to call it, he has these intangible gifts.
Got it.
These qualities, these talents that you don't have if you just have brick and mortar.
So I'm still in New York, still freezing to death, and last night, Shakur Stevenson became a 4-weight world champion. What a fighter, just a total shutout. And I didn't really expect that from Teofimo Lopez. I thought he would have been in the fight, thought he'd have got involved more, thought he might have been able to push the pace and get a little bit rough inside. He's a clever, smart, very talented fighter. We've seen what he can do. I mean, the Josh Taylor fight, former undisputed. I mean, he's a top fighter, Teofimo. But Shakur Stevenson, he's got this reputation for just being a slick, skillful boxer.
I'm telling y'all, he gonna stop a lot of fighters. He has that damn ability. He does. But he's still not confident enough just yet. It's gonna take a little bit more time for him to get comfortable saying, oh, I want this fight to end. It's over with. He ain't got nothing for me. Shit, I know what he gonna do before he even do it.
Shakur Stevenson has officially silenced the critics. For years, they labeled him boring or timid. But after dismantling Teofimo Lopez in a technical masterclass, that narrative hasn't just shifted, it's been destroyed. Even Stephen A. Smith isn't holding back, looking past the boring label to declare this performance nothing short of true greatness. This wasn't just a win on the scorecards, it was a statement. And Shakur Stevenson just proved he's the one puzzle the boxing world cannot solve.
Oh man, like I say, Coach Red calls him a conundrum, and that's a problem that you can't solve. And, I don't see that puzzle being solved. He has his own style. It seems like it's always more to be. We always desire more from him. Seems like he can do so much more, but he stays in his envelope and he dominates no matter what. So to see him do more is scary.
What do you think about the interaction with him and Collar Bean at the end?
Well, he called out Collar Bean, and I think he's looking for that to, broaden his fan base a little bit, and the money. I think the money, I think that's the most alluring thing is the money, and outside that, the fan base. The rehydration clause is warranted. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, but so I think it'll be a good fight. It'll be an exciting fight. Conor Benn is a power puncher. I don't know, like I said, he's gonna be able to hit the kid. I doubt it. So.
For a long time, the knock on Shakur Stevenson was that he wasn't fan-friendly. He doesn't stand in the middle of the ring and trade haymakers. He hits you, and he doesn't let you hit him back. Usually this style frustrates casual fans and pundits alike. But the reaction from ESPN's Stephen A. Smith following this domination was a complete 180-degree turn from skepticism to awe. Smith didn't just call it a win, he framed it as Shakur's ascension to the elite tier of the sport.
But it was a hell of a night. T.O., he came and tried to do his best, but his best wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I thought T.O., he came, he brought it, but you were just that much better. I was so impressed by the range control, the balance, the discipline in there. How did you feel in there?
I knew since the second round it was over. I went back to my corner, I told him, I said, I'm stronger than he is. And when I seen that, it just gave me more confidence, and it was my night.
Yeah, I thought you filled out really well, 140. You looked really strong in there, big. Is this your best weight class?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna be at 140. I have no clue. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and sit down and scan myself. I'm gonna watch the fight, see how I like it, and we'll see from there.
Certainly, we got to get one defense of that Ring Magazine Junior Welterweight Championship, though, right? Just one.
I'm the man at 140
You're
now.
the man right now. That's right. That's a fact.
That's fire. That's fire. I put in a lot of work for this, though. All glory to God, and hard work and dedication equals success.
Smith emphasized that Shakur is no longer just a good champion holding a belt. He is a great one. The difference, according to Smith, lies in the complete skill set. We aren't just talking about speed. We are talking about a level of poise in the pocket that is terrifyingly calm. Smith pointed out that Stevenson's ability to remain balanced, rhythmic, and defensively responsible neutralized a power puncher like Teofimo so effectively that it looked like they were in different weight classes. Smith addressed the boring narrative head-on, arguing that true boxing fans, Those who respect the sweet science understand that making a world-class fighter look average is far more impressive than a sloppy knockout.
A lot of things. Shakur Stevenson, did you happen to watch the fight, and what did you think?
The fight.
How great is Shakur?
Shakur's a great fucking fighter. Great fighter. Very talented.
You know, people are saying that he's the
Great
next.
defense.
People are saying he's the next Floyd, but I don't think so. I think he's the first Shakur.
Yeah, because you know
Floyd is Floyd.
maybe
Shakur
they're
is
saying
Shakur.
Floyd as not in the way they fight, not in the way they fight or the way it's. I think it's Floyd and dominating the way Floyd dominated. They're different, you know, but I do think me as a fan, I would like to see a little extra and Shakur like you know, he already knows he's dominating 6, 7, 8 rounds. I think give yourself a little, like, don't just take the last few rounds, like do a little bit more. But it's also risky, man. You know, taking chances. But a lot of fighters do. That's the great ones. You know, the Leonards, the Durans, the Haglers, the Hearns. Those motherfuckers that would fucking go out there and even though they know they're winning, but they still want to do more. They want to fucking go out there and take a risk of fucking landing. And yeah, maybe those also got knocked out. Those also took beatings. And Shakur doesn't. Mayweather never did. Because they always played it. Mayweather always said it. I do enough to know I won 7 rounds. That means he won the fight. So Shakur's kind of going that direction. I would like to see Shakur fucking take a little more chance. Maybe he could have probably stopped Teofimo.
Okay, now.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let's look at why the reactions are so extreme. It comes down to the brutal reality of the statistics and the visuals. CBS Sports described the fight as a technical masterclass, and the numbers back that up. Shakur landed 165 punches. Teofimo Lopez, a man known for his explosive offense, landed just 72. That is less than 7 punches landed per round. When you watch the footage, it's even worse than the numbers suggest. The internet, specifically the hardcore community on Reddit, didn't hold back. One of the most viral comments described the fight as Shakur making Teofimo look like a clown boxer. It sounds harsh, but it captures the visuals of Teofimo lunging, missing by feet, and getting popped with a check hook every time he tried to reset. The defining weapon of the night was Shakur's jab. It wasn't just a rangefinder, it was described as stiff and snapping. Every time Teofimo thought he had an opening, that jab was in his face, disrupting his rhythm and resetting the distance. It was a masterclass in distance management that, as Andre Ward noted, discouraged Teofimo from even wanting to throw hands by the late rounds.
What did you think of Shakur's performance?
He did what he had to do, man. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man. You know, you also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we're on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he might?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that. He could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know. So he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on what he trying to get going? He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers in the first round. Honestly, I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in. And, you know, was at 4 divisions now? 26, 30, 35, 40.
How good is Shakur? I interviewed Terrence Crawford
We
and he
don't
said
know.
he could be the greatest of all time.
We don't know. He's not done yet. You know, he's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we're going to see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer. You know what I mean? So, just excited for him, man. Happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight because I can't help it. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win and get home to them babies, get that check.
While Shakur was operating with surgical precision, the scene in the opposite corner was pure chaos. If you want to understand why Teofimo lost so badly, you have to look at the advice, or lack thereof, coming from his father and trainer. Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s social media absolutely roasted the corner work, and for good reason. Instead of technical adjustments or strategic pivots, the advice was frantic, emotional, and ultimately useless.
Teofimo Lopez has to change trainers because those were some of the worst instructions I've ever heard in that corner.
You gotta hit him, bro!
No instructions. They didn't get the cut fixed, the cut man. I mean, it was just a putrid performance from the corner of Teofimo. I don't know if he's going to do that because that guy is extremely loyal to his dad. They're a ride or die, but I truly think he needs to take a look within and a look at his team and change some things.
Microphones picked up Lopez Sr. yelling things like, "What happened to your power?" and the now infamous line, "You're gonna hate yourself tomorrow." Imagine being in a cage with a ghost who you can't hit, and your corner is screaming that you're going to regret this instead of telling you how to cut off the ring. It highlighted a disastrous disconnect. While Shakur's corner was the picture of relaxation and technical reinforcement, Teofimo's corner was imploding in real time. It fed into the narrative that Teofimo was rushing in, head heavy and reckless, playing right into Shakur's traps.
There were no instructions in the corner. Teo's dad, I'm going to talk to him. I've met him. He's always treated me very well.
But we honest on this
I
show.
need to say something about this.
We honest on inside the ring, baby.
It is time for Teo to move on to another trainer. You have done, sir, Mr. Lopez, an amazing job with your son.
Good job, yo. So far, great job.
You have taken him from you have taken
That's
him
it.
from nothing to incredible heights. Congratulations
And we thank
to
you
you.
for that.
You
Yes,
deserve
yes,
it.
we do. Now
it is time to let him go.
Yeah.
You've got to get him
Good
to the
job,
next
Max.
level,
Yes.
or else this is as much as he's going to.
It wasn't just the media pundits weighing in. The fighters themselves had plenty to say, and their reactions validate just how scary this performance was. Terrence Crawford, the pound-for-pound king himself, took to social media to say this performance proves exactly why the other top fighters in the division have been avoiding Stevenson. When a guy like Crawford calls you great, it cements your status. He highlighted the complete package: offense, defense, rhythm, and timing.
He added his names with the greats, with the Roberto Duran, with the Pernell Whitakers, and so many other fighters that come down from the lower weight division. Bud Crawfords of the world. He just etched his name in all-time greatness, Shakur Stevenson.
Then you have Paulie Malignaggi, who gave perhaps the strongest praise of the night, calling it a masterclass beyond epic proportions. Malignaggi, who is a brilliant analyst of footwork, specifically debunked the idea that Shakur runs. He explained that Shakur is a master of position. He doesn't flee, he stays just outside your range, balanced and ready to counter.
But even if you're not a huge puncher, if you're a master of position, you're always going to have the edge. It's just how much of a master are you going to be? Shakur is a next level master of position. He's a defensive specialist. I think the broadcast made a good point. He's more like Floyd Mayweather than he's Terrence Crawford. Crawford was a little bit more offensive. All these guys, to be that good, you have to be a master of position regardless. But you know, he does strike me a little bit in the mold of a Mayweather in that effectiveness from the position game. First of all, that southpaw jab is something sick. I mean, he's got a really snappy, sharp southpaw jab. He throws it in various ways, from various looks. He'll keep it in a shoulder roll look and throw it. He'll extend it. Sometimes he throws it short. Sometimes he'll extend it really hard and like turn his back into it and turn his shoulder into it. You know, kind of blade. And sometimes he'll throw it really short. He'll use it where he's stepping back and throwing it on a counter. He'll use it short and not have to extend it when he's just trying to pop you real quick. He gives you different guards, you know, different looks, where the high guard, again, the shoulder roll guard. He spins and pivots really nicely. Nothing too crazy fancy. Like, for example, I don't think of him as fancy as, say, a Pernell Whitaker, but it's about just as effective because he's got that southpaw style and he's got that southpaw snappy jab. And it's not a violent jab. For example, like, I don't know, Hector Camacho had a pretty violent southpaw jab, but it was like repetitive, like a machine gun, you know? It's not like a machine gun southpaw jab, but it's a controlling, whipping southpaw jab, you know?
On the flip side, Ryan Garcia blasted T allowed Shakur to dictate the pace without trying to turn it into a dogfight. But that's the thing about Shakur. He doesn't let you make it a dogfight.
Okay, this is Johnny Boy. Nah, I'm shut that off. This is Johnny Boy at Fight Hype. I'm here with Coach Paulie Moses. Talk to me about Shakur's performance. How excited and happy you are about this performance?
Man, I'm very excited. You know, I said this was another legacy fight for him, and
Absolutely.
he got a chance to, you know, establish his legacy once again, winning another title at 140 pounds. So I'm very enthusiastic about his future and very proud of his performance.
Absolutely. And what's next is that he talked about Conor Benn. Conor Benn got in the ring. That looks like that's what's going to be next.
Well, we knew Conor Benn was there for a reason. You know what I mean? And you notice he was in the fight before.
Yo, bring it back up.
I think Shakur addressed that issue. Like, you know, he wasn't going to act like it didn't happen. He going to act like he didn't see him.
Exactly.
He just letting old Conor Benn know that we aware of him.
All right.
Okay, him being NA. Shakur said, hey, he can be next. We're not worried about that.
How does the fight would like that play out with Conor Benn? We'll do it over in England?
Oh, I'd love to have the fight here. We the champ, man.
Oh,
He's talking all the mouth. Let him come here.
So you got to dictate that. And the rehydration clauses?
He says he's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a tougher guy. Okay. It make all sense for him to come here. Somebody hometown and beat them. He's so tough.
Okay, so we do it here, and then the rehydration clause, right? Is that the same thing he put on Eubank?
Right. Because the rehydration clause, of course, we don't want him to try to go up bigger and try to be a weak. Not that he would be a bully, because you know that don't mean shit. You know, you can, until you get in the ring and you able to establish and do what you can in the ring. No, you don't know what it's going to. Because I think, you know, defensively, I think he's not as good as us, you know. Offensively, I think he's adequate, you know what I mean? Not taking anything away from him.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really shown me much.
That's it. Skills pay the bills, right?
Despite the bad blood leading up to the fight, the immediate aftermath showed a surprising moment of humility. Teofimo Lopez, to his credit, admitted in the ring that the better man won. It was a moment of grace that earned him some respect back from the fans. He acknowledged he didn't have the right game plan and had been outboxed. However, it wouldn't be boxing without a little bit of controversy.
They ain't have nothing to lose but gain. And you know what? That's what true champions are all about. Coming in here every time. Got to put respect to it. To all my brothers and sisters, I love you guys. Always salute to the power that it be above. I thank you guys. I never wanted anything to harm you guys at all. So for that, my condolences to all you guys and to the slavery and everything that's ever happened mentally.
Teofimo also mentioned suffering from an injured eye during the bout. While he didn't outright blame the loss on it, the mention of the injury always puts an asterisk in the minds of some fans. Is it a valid reason for the performance, or just a way to save face after being dominated? The Guardian called the fight a humbling for Lopez, noting that Shakur's ring intelligence broke the needle. Whether the eye was hurt or not, the consensus is that a healthy eye wouldn't have fixed the fundamental issue. Teofimo had only one plan, and Shakur had an answer for everything.
All glory to God. It was an amazing night. I put the work in. I stayed disciplined throughout my camp. I was in tremendous shape. And T.O., he's a hell of a fighter, but I was the better man tonight.
Guys, just raise your hands, please, and the microphone will be brought to you. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, man. Great performance, obviously. Did you feel at some point that you demoralized him and he was just kind of trying to get to the finish line?
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I hurt him a couple times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great show tonight.
Obviously a great performance against your best opponent. Any disappointment that you didn't stop him? Because you said even during the fight you wanted to stop him.
No, it's no disappointment. It's boxing at the end of the day. I seen him go out there and when I was about to stop him, he started fighting back a little bit. So respect to him. He's a sharp fighter. He got a lot of knowledge and he did what he did to survive.
So, where does this leave us? The analysis from Max Kellerman offered a terrifying thought for the rest of the division. He compared Shakur to Vasily Lomachenko, a fighter known for his matrix-like movement. But Kellerman argued that Shakur might actually be the better version. He has that same high boxing IQ, but he is naturally bigger, has a longer reach, and is a more vicious body puncher. If Shakur is basically a super Lomachenko, who beats him?
I think Shakur is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, my era was Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, you know, Ricky Hatton coming up, you know. And then that era faded out. And then you had David Haney and all these other light heavyweights, Shakur, you know, Terrence Crawford. I mean, like, he's good.
High level chess.
He's good, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say. He's good. He's good on all sides. You know, when I say all sides, he's got his beautiful wife, his beautiful baby girl. He don't live a crazy lifestyle like half of these other athletes live. I believe he's a family man. He does everything with his wife and kids. He's easygoing, family guy. And I wish more fighters will follow him than follow anybody.
The video concludes with a look at what's next, and Shakur already has a name in his mouth, Conor Benn. This is where the drama for the next cycle begins. Shakur called out Benn, but there is already tension brewing over the stipulations. Reports suggest Shakur wants the same rehydration clause that Benn imposed on Chris Eubank Jr. This is a power move. It shows Shakur isn't just winning in the ring, he's starting to dictate the terms outside of it, playing the A-side card.
Shakur, Kevin Garcia. I just wanted to follow up on the Conor Benn conversation. I saw him after the fight, and I just asked him, I said, hey, would you agree to that rehydration clause? And he said, F no. So my question for you is, how does that fight get made then?
If he's not going to agree, then we probably don't fight. So he's just wasting time. We'll see, but I'm a businessman at the end of the day, and like I said, he did a rehydration clause with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank was in the ring half dead. Why can't he do the same thing?
Shakur Stevenson has officially transitioned from the prospect you watch to the champion you fear. He took a world-class puncher, a man who beat Lomachenko, and reduced him to a helpless amateur for 12 rounds. The boring tag is slowly being replaced by the realization that we are watching a generational talent who might simply be unbeatable at 135 pounds and beyond. He has the defense of Mayweather, the precision of Crawford, and now he has the scalp of Teofimo Lopez on his resume. The question now isn't if Shakur is great. Stephen A. Smith has already settled that. The question is, will anyone be brave enough to sign the contract to fight him next? But what do you think? Is there anyone who can defeat Shakur? Also, what do you think of a Shakur Stevenson versus Conor Benn fight later this year? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. That's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.